Folks, today we want to show you another 10 hidden gems from Harbor Freight. So what do we got in store for them in this episode?
Well, we're not going to give everything away just yet.
Mother... Oh, looks like we just gave that away.
Did that really just happen?
What the is going on? Did you just throw up an entire set of Pittsburgh screwdrivers?
Yup. Now what's that behind your ear? Well, look what we have here.
God, we better get started on this Harbor Freight review before we excrete any more tools out of our bodies.
Guys, welcome back to RevRender Garage. If it's your first time, welcome. Look who we got here with us today.
What's up, guys? Been a little while. Hope you guys are doing good, staying safe. And we got a pretty good video for you in store today.
All right, we're going to check out some more of our Harbor Freight favorite tools, ones that get worked over and over every single day, ones that we can't live without, and there's just too many of them to put in one video, so that's why we're going to make you another Harbor Freight tools that you can't live without video. So we're going to get to the very first one here, and this one is actually kind of interesting because it actually holds what I'm holding. It is my my Apache cases here. These are like a Pelican case, but I have two of these. And these things are worth their weight in gold because they're completely covered in foam inside and out. And as you can see, I got a slot for the camera I'm holding. I've got my Ace Pro 2 camera. I've got my Insta360 camera. I've got my accessories. I've got my microphones. So these things are just worth their weight in gold. I'm constantly carrying these things back and forth between my shop and Sean's shop. I've got another one right here too. This is just a little bit smaller version. And this one handles just a lot of my hardware. It's got tripods in there. It's got camera mounts, things like that. So these cases right here, this one right here, I know I picked up for like 20 bucks. These ones right here are about $40. And then they have a bigger one that's $60. And then they have actually a smaller one than this. I'm not sure what the price on that one is. But either way, these things are worth their weight in gold, and they keep thousands of dollars of camera equipment protected at all times. So can't live without those.
All right, next two on the list is the Wrist Saver 1000. Not only does it save time, but it saves your strength. I don't know how many times I've been underneath a car and trying to get a long bolt out and having to stop and catch my breath when my wrist is on fire. This just saves all of that. And not only does it save your wrist, it's powered off the exact same 20-volt Bauer batteries. So if you already invested in the Bauer batteries, it's pretty much a free tool, minus what you had to pay for it. So yeah, this is pretty much used all the time. It's got low profile, you can get into some tight spaces, especially low profile sockets. Not a high impact, so like don't expect to get your car lug nuts off with it, something like that. But it's great for small bolts.
Yeah, low torque, definitely low torque.
Not breaking bolts, so hopefully not stripping your bolts. I mean, you can use this just to, you can break it loose with it and then use the ratchet to get it off. And it also has an adjustable variable like speed with it. So
And what's the price point on those?
I want to say $44.99, but I'll double check that and check the price here on the screen. But it's not too bad. It's, like I said, okay, I lied. Not $44.99. They're $59.99. So a little more expensive, but still worth every single penny that you spend on it. So go pick yourself one up. On to the next.
All right, guys. We are going to talk about something we picked up from Harbor Freight but have not had a chance to use and figure out if it works or not. Let me show you what it is here. It is this liquid tape. So when you're soldering something, which Austin is doing right now so we can demo this stuff, we're going to find out if this stuff really works or not. Because how many times have you ever soldered something together and then you're like, God damn it, I forgot to put my heat shrink tube on. And you got to cut it apart and do it again.
So true.
Not any longer if this stuff works. So give us a second. We're going to let you know if this stuff actually does what it says it's supposed to do. It says surface must be clean and dry for best results. Avoid direct sunlight. Good. It's wintertime. We don't have to worry about that. It gets dark at 4:30. Using brush caps, stir gently, thoroughly before each use. Always disconnect power before making repairs. Obviously, you can see there's no power hooked up to this wire. Liquid tape can be used over existing connections using connectors, solder tape, and shrink tube. Number 1, apply liquid tape to connector or connection or repair area. Make sure to completely coat repair for air and watertight seal. Allow 10 minutes minimum between coats. A minimum of 2 coats is recommended. Allow 4 hours minimum dry time before use. So, let's get to it. All right, Austin, you ready to do this?
Yeah, sorry. Oh god, that smells like it's gonna work. Yeah. Oh, jeez, that. Oh my god, dude, that is strong scented. Holy shit. How was it? Everybody like burnt my nose hair. Smell that shit.
Holy, dude.
Dude, that is strong scented.
What day is it? Oh man, I'm lightheaded now.
I don't know how liquidy this is gonna be, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good coat. It's had like a good coat, right? Or a light coat? Or a fully coat, right?
2 coats, but you got to fully coat everywhere around it.
Holy shit.
It's pretty thick though, so it doesn't look like it's gonna drip. Oh, maybe. Okay.
Okay, 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes, and then we'll put another coat. Man, that stuff coats good though.
Yeah, that is thick.
Holy smokes! Let me look at that.
Very thick. Double C.
Thick and stinky. All right. Yeah, they look. Well, we'll get back to you on this. The next one is small but mighty for what it can do. It is the Bauer dual 5-volt 2-amp USB adapter for your Bauer battery. So power goes out like we just did 3 weeks ago. I needed something quick and easy to run a light. I've got some lights that run off USB plugs. I've also got my phone charger that runs off USB, and I kind of need my phone in order to do stuff. So put a battery on there, grab a cable, put it in. Bam, it's charging, ladies and gentlemen. This is worth its weight in gold. I don't remember right off the top of my head what the price is, but because we looked it up before we edited this video, the price is right there.
And the fact that you can use this little adapter right here on a big 8 amp or 12 amp battery that could last who knows how long, charging how many phones. And
so I'll give you an idea. We used this at my brother's house about a month and a half ago. I was up there and we were installing a power outlet video. If you haven't seen that video, click right there because it's good. We had to shut all the power off so we could tap into the power of his house. This is what we used. I used a 5 amp an hour battery, and I used 2 of these USB lights. They're LED, they're probably about 10 inches across. This thing powered those for at least 2 hours and still had half a battery left when we were done filming. So this, again, worth its weight in gold. You can't go wrong with it. Guys, you're having a party, you need to go get some more beer at your house or whatever. All of a sudden you come out and you hop on your little moped and damn it, I've got a flat tire. You grab yourself a tire inflator right here. Bauer makes this, it's 20 volt. Again, it works with all the other batteries we've showed you. Put your battery in, turn the power on. This thing has pump for pumping up, say, air mattresses. You've got on the back here your tube, your hose for pumping up your car tires. You can pop in something to pump up your basketballs. It's got different tips for smaller air valves. Man, I've had this thing for probably 4 years now, and I use it all the time. We pumped up, it has 160 PSI max rating. It's a 10-minute duty cycle. We definitely put that to the test. Pumping up trailer tires that are 110 PSI. This thing sat there for a good 20 minutes pumping up a tire. Never skipped a beat. And it says duty cycles 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. BS. It goes better than that. So these things right here, these, I want to say, but we'll double check and put the correct price on the screen, but I want to say they're right around $50, maybe $45. But the actual price is right there. You guys, if you need a good tire inflator that does everything and it's portable, pick yourself up a Bauer 20 volt inflator.
Guys, you might think that I am standing in the middle of a football stadium, but you'd be wrong. And the reason you'd be wrong is because I am standing under 60,000 lumens of light
Oh, yes!
Harbor Freight, baby. That's right. These are the Braun 5500 Lumen linkable lights. Great shop lights. They come with the chains, they come with the hooks, everything you need to just hang them instantly. And one of the best features about them is they can link up to 8 of these lights in a series. That's pretty awesome. So you need one plug and they'll all come on together. So I have some of mine hooked up to one of those Harbor Freight 1, 2, 3 buttons, and I've got a lot of them hooked up directly to the ceiling. And we just put these in today to the new workbench. Look at how much light that gives you right there. So in my opinion, this is one of the best buys at a price point. Well, I got them for $16.99 the last time, but they're usually right around $22 if I remember correctly. Do yourself a favor, grab a couple of these, spend 5 minutes installing them, and
Light up your life.
you light up my life. You bring me hope to carry on.
Okay.
can honestly say you are the worst singer in America.
Anyways, yeah, these are amazing. Guys, next on the list is my 20-volt Bauer cordless random orbital sander. And I love this. I've had 2 corded versions of it only because I wore out the first one. Still use the second one when I'm close to the workbench, but this one saved my bacon because if I had not had this orbital sander, this fiberglass body would look like this. Kept it from burning. It was so nice. I went over most of the body with just this sander and got it all done up. And if you've seen the video right here, you'd see all the sanding I did. And it's nice, this comes with hook and loop, so it looks like a little Velcro sticker there, and just boom. You can stick that on there, takes you 1 second to put it on there, and you're good to go again. A little dust collector on the back, and it will run a long time, especially if you throw like a 5-amp battery on it. It'll go forever. Definitely one of my top picks, and I would buy it again if this one broke tomorrow, but it's Bauer, baby. It ain't gonna break. Almost forgot to tell you, this price point is $24.99. It's ridiculous. It's almost $20 cheaper than the corded version. So pick yourself up one because it's definitely worth it at that price. Guys, next on the list is a tool that I think I've already reviewed before, but it's so amazing that I have to review it again because it saved my bacon on the Shriner truck ground up restoration. And that would be my 1/2 inch.
I'm really sorry.
By 18-inch band file belt sander. This thing was instrumental in stripping down that Shriner car that we're building from the ground up. And if you haven't seen those videos, here's the first one. Already showed you the second one. This thing saved my bacon when it came to stripping down the frame of this. We got so many crevices and tight spots from the welds on that frame, and there was so much surface rust all over it. We had to get it down to bare metal, and this is what did it for me. I used my sanders as much as possible, but you just can't get into those tight spots, and I used one of these, and it was incredible. Made short work of all those rusty weld spots. So if you're looking to do some great sanding in tight spots, this is what you want. And I'll tell you another thing. When we installed the bathroom door in the back of the shop here, it did not close correctly where the tongue goes in. Boom. Done. Just that easy. This will sand through metal, no problem. And at a price point of $54.99, I think it's highly worth it for everything it has gotten me through, because I'd be jammed right now trying to get that door shut and trying to get those welds clean. Take it from me. All right, let's move on to the next item at hand. Guys, this has been an amazing purchase for me. One day I was in Harbor Freight and these were on sale for $75. This is my Franklin rolling cart, and it's amazing because you've got all these cubbies for nuts and bolts as you take things apart. This was instrumental so far in the Shriner ground up makeover. I have all of the nuts and bolts for the car sitting in here. Lots of the parts that we took off of it sitting down here, but it just makes an amazing rolling tool bench. The other thing too is it can make an amazing table. I put a piece of plywood over this when I was building out my shop. If you haven't seen that video, right here, but I used it as my chop saw table. And it was instrumental in getting the body done on the Shriner car, and the reason is this thing just sits right on top of this. It's like it was made for it, and so I was able to sand the whole thing, de-sticker it, get everything done on that, and if you haven't seen that video, it is right here. But it was all sitting on this the whole time. And the nice thing about it is it's 3 feet by 2 feet wide, and it's polypropylene. This thing is solid as a rock. You've got handles and you've got spinner caster wheels on it. So this, in my book, is a must-have. I couldn't do without it in my shop now. So let's move on to the next tool. Next on the list is our Viking 2, 8, or 15 amp battery charger with a microprocessor. It's automatic, baby. You plug this in and it just determines what needs to happen. It knows what kind of battery is connected to it, and I use it for everything. I initially bought this when I moved down to the shop because there was not a lot of plugins down here. I didn't have enough room to put all my scooters on trickle chargers. I bought one of these just in case one of them died. I left the keys on almost every scooter when I packed it up, so almost all of them were dead. Got them all going with this. It's never failed me on rejuvenating a battery. And let me walk you right over here, because this is what I have been using it for religiously. So I have been using it to regenerate this battery that my heater runs off of. And so I've also used this on my car. I've had my car for 8 years. I didn't drive it for like 8 days in a row, and as it gets colder up here, the battery gets a little bit lower, and I've known that the battery needs to be replaced, but this...
And if you leave your door open.
Oh yeah, I did kind of leave the door open with the dome light on, but man, I just threw this on there, and probably within 10 minutes, I was able to start my car. Haven't needed to use it again on the car. So the rejuvenation mode is amazing. It goes in and it actually repairs the entire battery. And if Shane was here, not this Shane, but my Shane, Shelton Shane, you know, that Shane. Anyways, he explained to me exactly how the whole process of rejuvenating a battery works. But this does it, and it does it well. And at a price point of about $75, you can't go wrong with this thing. Every shop should have one. And I've probably repaired, I don't know, probably 20, 30 batteries with this thing, and it just has never failed me yet. And it's amazing how much money people are spending on buying a new battery when all you needed to do was plug this into the wall, plug these onto the battery, let it go. And that's it. You come back and you just have like a brand new battery. It is amazing. Guys, thanks for sticking around to see some more of our hidden gems from Harbor Freight. I know we've done this before, and it's probably not going to be the last time you see us do this, because we love Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight runs our shops. And I'm about ready to go to Harbor Freight and get a bunch more tools just so I can fill up my multi-board. If you haven't seen our multi-board videos yet, check out the latest one right here. So guys, in the comments, tell us what your hidden gem is. We have got a lot of open space on this multi-board. We do have more tools to put on it, but we're going to have a lot of space left over. And I'm about ready to head up to Harbor Freight and just start buying anything I can find, because I love their tools so much and it'll fill this board. But we really want to know what your hidden gems are. We find them all the time. They're always releasing new tools. And because of that, we find ourselves always at Harbor Freight looking for the next best item. So you're going to see probably in the future here another video of us talking about yet more finds at Harbor Freight that we can't live without. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up and say check out this video right here or this one right here. Until next time, RevRender out.
As always, thanks for watching. Tune in every Saturday for a new video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Those likes really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, RevRender out.